Conversation, what's the word? I'm here chilling with DJ Meal Ticket, the People's Champ.
True.
And the boy Prince Hotboi. What's going on?
What's the word? So how you doing?
Alright, so backstory. Meal Ticket.
What it do?
We've been trying to get this done for almost a month now, man.
Hey, we made it happen.
Yeah,
timing is everything, man.
Timing is everything. Everything got to make sense. You know
True.
what I mean? And just following your career for a minute, that's pretty much been like your thing. Like you do things that make sense.
Yeah.
So for my audience that probably don't know, how did DJ Meal Ticket get started?
Well, once upon a time, though, you know, I used to DJ in a store, you know what I'm saying, on the south side on 87, they called Exclusive.
Right.
And then, like, they used to introduce me to all the rappers that come in. So down there, all the rappers in the city that had names, if they needed a DJ, they'd call me. I was like the go-to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started DJing for KDS Bands, and then I started DJing for Herb, for E-Day now. Then, I'd have been on 3 world tours with G HERBO. And it just took off from there. And then I was like the face of my mixtapes at one point. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, all that, just doing that.
I remember the My Mixtape thing. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when we interviewed you at the store, you had the My Mixtape thing going.
Yeah.
So when we talking about exclusive, like for people that just know it from the Instagram, like tell us the how relevant and how important Exclusive 773 was to the hip hop culture in Chicago.
Man, Exclusive, like, man, Steve wanted to see everybody do good and everybody on. So, like, it was stuff like this. Like, man, he even helped some people though with their videos, like he linked them with cameramen or like, man, like he told them like y'all could let me know what y'all need though for the video, man. Like, y'all can have whatever y'all need on my stove. Like he did a turkey drive, you know what I'm saying, to get back to the community, like all that kind of stuff. And like, man, it just helped people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was probably you feel like was some of your best memories of being and working up there?
Man, like, I remember when Lupe Fiasco had a listening party up there.
Okay, that's dope.
And it was like at least 300 people in the store, and I was DJing it. And there was a lot of Harold's chicken. And then, what you wanna say? It was a lot of Harold's chicken.
You remember a lot of Harold's chicken, huh?
Man, it was a lot of Harold's chicken. But no, and then it was dope though, and like he had people like DC Young Platinum, they stopped by there that day. A lot of different like comedian people that was real big on Instagram at the time, like King Keyron, man, you had Lincoln Two Step, like he was always at the store, you know, so that was like his home base also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shouts out to Lincoln Two Step. Man, a host of other people though.
What do you say to people that be like Steve and Exclusive, they culture vultures?
Nah, that ain't true. I don't think that's true because I was there and I saw like a lot of stuff that they did for the culture.
Okay.
Steve was one of them guys like Rondo always called from jail. Like anybody that got locked up, they knew they can call the store. You know what I'm saying? Steve, like he done helped bond the niggas out, all kind of stuff like that I witnessed. Steve stopped shootouts in front of the store, like all kind of stuff. Like I don't say that. I don't believe that.
Okay. So Hotboi, when it comes to Exclusive on the south side, how did you look at it coming up? What was your views on the store coming up?
Shit, I mean, I just felt like, you know, it was just one of them hood stores you can get more comfortable with, you feel me? Like, it was a professional store, but it was more of a, I feel like his approach was trying to get more in tune with the people in the neighborhood and around, especially like Chicago based of, like the people in Chicago that's popping, whoever, you feel me? I feel like he was getting in tune. Now, I wasn't right there deep how Ticket was, so you feel me? I can't say what it was or what it wasn't. But from a distance, it don't seem like that either, though. But I ain't gonna speak on that because I wasn't right there. But what I would say is it seemed like he was trying to get in tune with us in Chicago as far as like having relationships and shit, you feel me? So, you know, that's what I got from the store. Like he was trying to get in tune with the urban lifestyle, you feel me? Whether he was in tune or not, you feel me? Whether he was a plug of helping or not, you feel me? But it seemed like that's what his intentions was, whether it was good or bad. It was to get in tune. But me personally, from me being around him, because I just kind of met him recently, you feel me? He don't seem like that. He seemed cool, smooth, you know. But I don't know him though, so I can't really speak for nothing. I'll let Ticket do that.
And I know he connected a lot of people though.
No, for sure. I've heard those stories as well. You feel me? But me from just from you asking just me, he seemed cool though. He don't seem like no.
So yeah, I actually got a link with Steve, and I'm gonna chop it over him too. But by you being first hand in the store, I wanted to get your feedback on that. These are and I wanna just put the disclosure out there because as we having this conversation, like it's like these are all questions that people be around, they be talking about, and y'all know me. Anything. I ain't the type of person talk behind people's back. I pull it out, lay it out.
Yeah,
So
sure.
the streets talking about this, they want to know. More going on back into the meal ticket and you being involved in that coaching and being at that store. You also made probably one of the best beats that it came out of Chicago in years.
Yeah.
So take us behind you making this beat.
What's that we never cared?
Yeah, you already know what beat it is.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to like introduce the motherfucker.
You know what beat it is.
Hey, what's
Hey,
that?
like-
I never cared.
Like actually, like we was in the studio on the other side in the same building.
Okay, so y'all made it up here?
Yeah, at Fort Knox.
Okay.
Yeah, like one day I was at the store, DJing, heard them came in the store. He like, man, you know we back for a minute, we ain't got to leave no more. Let's go in the studio tonight. I mean, all right, bet we link up in the studio. The engineer was I think it was Rambo or my boy J-Dot. J-Dot, one of my producers. Shouts out to J-Dot on the beat, my boy. Matter of fact, it was Rambo because Herb was so hot he was falling asleep in the booth. And so I go in the booth with him. I say, "Little bro, wake up." He like, "Man, come on, man, get your fat ass on." I'm like, "Man, no, don't see you good though." He like, "Yeah." So I said, "Rambo, man, he got it." Man, all you know is he got back up and he made that hook and he kept going. And then that shit, we didn't know it was gonna be what it was either though. Like, see, we just do a snippet out there, and then college kids, they picked it up. And like, they still had a buzz too at the time, so that shit started going crazy. Yeah.
So how did you feel when Durk rapped off of it?
I was like, man, he made it go crazier.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask.
But Sony had called about Polo G had got on it too. Like, he did it too. He went crazy too.
No, alright, so out of those three versions, right? Polo's, Durk, and Herb. Who you think killed your beat the hardest?
Durk did.
Hey, I gotta shake your hand with that. I gotta respect your response, my nigga.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Like,
you gotta understand what he's talking about.
the kids was singing it and doing a dance to it. I ain't seen them doing it that much the first time they heard it, but they all still knew it. But it's like they was more excited when they heard Durk.
Yeah.
I was like, man, all right, okay, cool.
Durk made a motherfucker feel him more.
Yeah, because like, and I guess that was because of like he rap about the streets and like stuff that people don't can relate to. When he rapped on it, and then there was stuff going on at the time, I guess.
And Polo excluded from it because that was one of his upbringings of him. You feel me? See, he ain't had the status of Durk at the time or Herb when he did it.
Yeah.
So it still stands out because people know him from that. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't really like when a nigga like Durk kill it and Herb kill it at the time. You can't put that level. We might because we appreciate music, but you can't really put like status level of it because he ain't had that status.
Right at the time,
he ain't have it yet.
So what I'm getting what y'all saying is y'all ranking that Durk, Herb, then Polo.
Yeah,
I ain't ranking shit.
But that's how it would be.
But Durk did make you feel him more though.
Keep it a buck.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta go back to Polo shit. I ain't really listened to it like that. I heard it a couple times, but I never like.
Alright, so we gonna say Polo is the last. It's cool.
I
mean, they all doing. The numbers doing good on all three.
But if you check the numbers, it's Polo, then Durk, then Herb.
So Polo numbers is more.
His numbers is crazy on the streams.
Like, on that song?
No, we talking about that song.
That song
on that
and
song?
a few other songs.
Oh damn.
That's why the labels was calling
that's
for
why
it.
I shut the fuck up.
So when the labels was calling, what was they talking about? What was they trying to?
They called about the beat. I told them they had to get out with Machine.
Oh, so Machine owned the publishing on that beat?
Nah. Now we worked it out. They did.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked it out though.
Cause for the longest, I don't think no one knew you made the beat.
Yeah,
So
I know, man.
What was the you know what I'm saying, the process behind that, keeping that under wraps?
Man, I want to know. It really wasn't talked about. I don't know what that was about. But, you know, they know what's up. People know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
DJ
And what's for me is always for me. What's for me is going to be for me. That's how I look at it.
Okay. Cause I swear when I never known you made that beat until I didn't know you made the beat until Blueface sister rapped off of it and you reposted it.
Yeah. Me and Jungle Boy actually made that beat.
Okay.
Me and Jungle Boy Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been producing?
Man, I've been producing like maybe since like the end of 2014 going into 2015 though, when I started like really rocking with her. And then as we was going around the world, I was just picking it up from different producers and just being in the rooms and stuff. Cause I felt like, so at the time I wanted to make another hit for him. Cause like when we was doing shows, I felt like the best song to turn up to was only like Rolling. And he just had stuff for the streets.
Right.
So in my mind, I'm like, man, I can help him though. Make something a little more commercial to turn up to. And I feel like I did that.
No, you did a hell of a job with that beat, man. That's actually that beat and the records that came from that the longest.
Cause even Lil Kim did it.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Young M.A. The list goes on.
Right.
So who was your favorite?
Man, I don't even know. Cause like everybody go crazy on it that I done heard.
Oh yeah, he on that bullshit. He on that bullshit.
He on that BS.
That's respected though. It's respected though.
I get it, man.
Yeah, it's respected.
You know what I mean? But these are questions I gotta ask. You know, people be wanting to know this type of stuff. Alright, so you known as the people champ. You known as
The People's Choice.
The people choice. People's choice. You know you have mentioned on plenty of occasions, and I've seen it with my own two eyes. If you like, yo, watch out for this kid, or you pushing artists before everybody else get in tune with them. Two of them that I know personally that I seen you do this with was the little homie Lil Twan. Shout out to Twan.
Shout out to Lil Twan.
You DM me like, yo, I need to be checking for Lil Twan. This is back in 2018. And
that's when I was fucking with Lil Twan real heavy and Elgato, Cowboy, and I don't know what happened to Lil King KO.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I don't know.
Yeah, he had a buzz on.
But like, man, that was my little pigs though. Like, man, I was pushing them because like, man, I feel like as a DJ, it's not just about playing the records. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta know how to change the moves. You know to know how to adapt to environments. Like you gotta be able to check the temperature of who's next, what's gonna be hot, who's not. You know what I'm saying? And man, I feel like I do a good job at doing that.
I want to go back off what you said because it's gonna transition to this next question. How do you determine who's next? Like, what type of feeling it is you get? What do you know? It's like, yo, this artist got it.
It all depends on how focused and hungry that I see they is. And if I could see that, man, to me, the next people could see it if they get the exposure.
Okay. So how you just broke that down. So when you met Cowboy, what stood out about him?
His work ethic. cause they called me to a session, and then they was like, man, bro, we want you to check out our new artists, man, and we want you to do the mixtape, man. Let's work something out, bro. You just got a him. I'm like, all right, I'll pull up. You know what I'm saying? We meet, and he knocked out like 6 songs in 2 hours. I'm like, he just did that quick? Then we just got to toughen it up, and I'm like, nah, he hard. And then it's like, man, he kept just making songs, and then like till they found one to catch, like the Envy Me did, and that was that one that caught.
Okay. Well, you mentioned Gherbo. What about Gherbo that stood out?
Another one, his energy, and like he liked the work, and he be focused, and like he can get in the booth like he was Gotti or somebody, just freestyle, like a Jay-Z or like somebody in the industry that's already on, but like he was just a local artist to me, and I felt like he another that needed to be heard, but like right now, it's just like, man, he had a standstill to me.
Yeah. I feel like Gherbo on his way. Yeah, I think this pause from him releasing music is a good for him.
Yeah, cause he been been working on other things. So shit, I feel like he just been getting his stuff together though.
I'm actually linking with Gherbo this weekend in LA, so definitely gonna chop it up with him about what he got going on.
True.
So how I wanted to transition that, cause you got an artist right here sitting right next to you. So what was special about this young man that you cuffed him, that you showing him the ropes, you pulling all the contacts, you know what I'm saying, to get him ready? What was special about him?
Well, like, it ain't like we just met. Like, we been met a couple years back, and I hosted a single with his. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying though, like he say, like he ain't started taking it serious though till about a year or 2 ago. Mm-hmm. And like, so shit, about, was that a year ago though? Y'all had the show in Joliet? Or a year and a half ago?
Yeah, like a year and a half. It was like a couple months before we went to, you feel me, that, so yeah.
Yeah, then like, man, I seen him at that. I had DJ the Lizzie Osama concert. I'm like, damn, all right, okay. So then, shit, after that, he had came to a Music Monday, because, you know, I'm a coalition DJ. And so, like, he was one of the artists. Mm-hmm. And the beats, like, a beat selection, that had my attention. And then it's like, that wasn't the same, though, person I heard, though, the rapping, though, a few years ago. Like, still, I feel like his music had then, you know what I'm saying, got a little better. Like, he done got a little focus. That's what it was. And,
So, Hotboi.
Yes, sir. How you feeling?
What was it about Meal Ticket that drew you to him, like, yo, we can work?
Shit, man, I fuck with Big T, man. Big T a cool, smooth dude, man, you know. But nah, Big T hungry too. He been around the time when he wanted to put his foot in the ground, like stamp his foot with some big, you feel me? Like he known for this and that, but it's like he feel like his work ethic shows it, feel like he want more, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you know, I believe in energy. It was just that shit just collided. It was just like it made sense. It was like he won't do this, and he got this and that, and then shit, he was fucking with this and that, but they ain't been working out, and then he just met a young nigga that just over hungry, so like shit, fuck it, that shit came together. Excuse my French, but yeah, it came together, you know. And we just been working since, growing, getting to know each other better, being around each other day to day, working. Feel me? I'm in the studio, he in there a lot,
beating the road up.
Yeah, you know, doing what we need to do.
Yeah, I see. I just left the D. I want to dig more into your background because doing my research, you got an interesting background. You know what I mean? Very interesting. You know what I mean?
Oh, not about that, man.
One thing that stood out to me is this love for Lauryn Hill.
Oh, for sure.
What, like, being a rapper that is. How did you develop a love for Lauryn Hill, and why is that such a thing for you?
I love Lauryn Hill for real. Like, she speak to, I'm gonna just say this, and this should speak volumes. I dig deep into it, but Lauryn Hill is the only sound, one of the only things that can alter my mood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I'm down or if I'm, you know, not in a good mood and so the right Lauryn Hill song or something just smoothly just catch my attention just the right way.
Right.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill can like calm me down. It's like it's a soothing thing for me. Her music is a soothing thing for me.
Okay.
And then just her character outside of the judgmental flaws that people, but what she stand for, she deep, you feel me? She a woman, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm attracted to that. That's what I'm attracted to. It's a lot of things about Lauryn Hill. It's shit, how she looked when she was younger, you feel me? All type of shit. But I fuck with Lauryn Hill as a woman though, like, I really like, I learned a lot from Lauryn Hill, and she deep, and then lyrically, like, as a rapper, like, ain't too many people really fuck with Lauryn Hill, to be honest, bro. Why you think she is known for, she got 2 albums, but one is the official album. Why you think she's that big of an artist off of 1 album? She's a problem.
And Lauryn Hill is a monster.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill's a problem. Singing and rapping, but more rapping. She's lyrically, like, deep. Like, she'll break a whole system down and motherfucker attack her for certain shit that they wouldn't want her to say, you know? Shit, Lauryn Hill a problem.
That's facts. So, speaking of problems, also doing my research, I feel like you had a run in with the law that landed you on probation.
The fuck?
Not probation, it landed you in jail.
Oh yeah, he's been doing his research.
It landed you in jail. I guess I want to say probation because it's what you did boot camp, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
But you had a problem with the law. So what was the issue that landed you in boot camp?
Some young dumb hot shit like robbery, you feel me? But yeah, it was some dumb shit like me just being a young teenager, you feel me, doing shit. But I don't regret it though. Like, you feel me? Like it got me to the stage now today to where I'm more of aware. I pay attention more. I'm getting to know myself, who I truly am more. You feel me? I'm not a emotional guy. I'm logical. So like, yeah, I don't really regret that situation because I don't know where I would have been if I would have been the same mentally at the time, and I didn't go. So, but yeah, I had went to boot camp, completed my boot camp, came home. I actually went to college after I left boot camp too, community college, Harold Washington. Feel me? Still did, you know. I was just growing up though. It was just in my ages of me growing up, becoming from a boy to a man.
What about boot camp? What about boot camp that you feel like they got you focusing on a different path? What was it?
The sit down. It didn't matter if it was boot camp or regular jail. It was the sit down. I got a chance to sit down, but I appreciated boot camp. Boot camp better than jail. You ain't getting that bullshit food. You feel me? And like, most people probably don't like to work out, but after you're forced to work out, you're gonna start to love it. So basically, they training you to get yourself together. If you take out of the negative thoughts of them trying to get you kicked out, but verbally, everything else is training you to be a man when you get out. It's for boys to be. If it's for boys, that's mentally. It's for, you can be all age ranges, but it's mentally. If a judge feel like, oh, he out here just doing stupid shit, and they want to help you out. That's basically what it was. It's for niggas that's mentally boys. And you go in there and you get dressed up. They put you in all type of situations, you know, grow you into what a man's supposed to be, you feel me? So that's what it did to me. It took me from a little angry, little wannabe thug, little boy, into growing into a man. So
do you think that is because we live in a city where it's a lot of BS going on with the shorties, with the youth? Do you think that'll be a good, you know, I don't want to say this, like, you know what I mean?
I know what you were asking. No, yeah, no. Because it's about you wanting it too. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't really so much of, that's why I said it ain't matter if I was in actual jail or boot camp. Because it was just the time. It was just the time zone of shit. I knew I ain't want to be no nigga going in and out of jail. You feel me? So no matter what I did, if I was still committing that life of crime or if I changed over.
You still learn from it.
You feel what I'm saying? I still didn't want to be knowing that I'm moving to where I'm automatically being here. So it was just like, it dressed me up to be like, all right, you a man, take care of your responsibilities, stand up and want to learn, want to grow. You feel what I'm saying? But to answer your question, like, it's a yeah and a no, because it's really about, because I was in boot camp with a lot of young dudes, you feel me? And it was like, shit, if they ain't mentally to the point where they want something different or believe that they can have something different, shit, you gonna go there and fuck up and come back and do the same thing, you feel me? So it's a year and no, it's really about the person. It would just so happen that I was in boot camp and it was the time I ain't had to go to the pen, so like it was cool for me.
No, that's a valid answer. I did also, you know, I heard you tell a story about your old man and the influence he had on your life.
Sure.
Can you? I guess I want to ask this question. You talked about how he went to jail and things like that, but you still talk to him while he was in jail, right?
For sure.
Would you say him not being there was the reason why you probably was a young kid acting out?
I mean, yeah, it definitely, hell yeah. Not in a blaming him wise, but in the like reality wise of him not being present physically, of course, because I wasn't even staying in Chicago. I was tucked off. You feel me? I mean, the reason of the feds coming to snatch him from where we were, made me come back to this environment. You feel me? So it was like, yeah, it wasn't hell yeah though. Like, dude would have beat my motherfucking head to the, you know. He wasn't. I ain't had one of them. Cause my father from this. You feel me? So he wasn't playing with that shit.
Why did the feds come snatch him?
Oh, shit. It's conspiracy. They tried to put a kingpin, you know, title on him and shit on the conspiracy. But yeah, but it actually was a global. It was a worldwide case. It's called Operation Snakebite. You can look it up. It was nationwide. You feel me? So yeah.
What part of the city your old man from?
Low end, double ones.
Okay. Yeah, you did say that. You also did. You said something that stuck out to me too. You say you just because off your father it made you when you was growing up, you made you feel like a star.
Yeah, as a kid, you feel me? Like, cause that's what he was. So it was just like it reciprocated down. It's like, you know how certain neighborhood dudes, it be the nigga that's that nigga, and then they family get respected off of what he done. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that was. But he in the projects and he in the neighborhood rich, so it even put an extra extent on him outside of his character. It made it big because it's like, you feel me? This 06, from 2000 to like 06, he in the latest Benz, you feel me? Spree wheels and shit. So motherfucker looking at him like, you know,
right,
shit like that. So yeah, that's what it was. Though it was really just because of my bloodline.
Did you ever feel like it was something that you had to live up to?
Yeah, still to this day. And not in a good thing though. It really fuck with me because it like, I feel like it's pressure because now it's even worse. Now I'm getting like attention from you and ticket and shit. Now my neighborhoods and my family, they looking at me like, damn, you feel me? Like, I just had a conversation with them not too long ago. I'm with a little family event and shit. And I'm seeing all my family, I be having t-shirts. I'm seeing all my family with my t-shirts and shit. And they listening to my music. But it fucked me up because I'm so much of a low-key dude. And reality hit me like, damn, I can't feel. Cause it's like, damn, I got them believing that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different feeling from when you doing it on your own and you want it to, you look to the side and your family ain't even, I'm coming from a family that's fucked up now. You know, when the feds hit your shit, your family will take everything from you. Everybody else that ain't really, that was, you know, living off the crutches, they got to fend for themselves. Right. So it's like, you know, it's like, damn, like I got to deal with that now. Like I just put that shit on my shoulders unconsciously, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it definitely do. Then outside of that, just outside of family, just people that just know me, like they just, you feel me, like, why that's why my name shit like Lil Top and shit like that. It's just a name and it's funny, but real talk, that's how people kind of look at me. You feel me? Like they really look at me like that. So it is a barrier on my shoulder.
So Top was your old man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that clarified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what type of advice have he been giving you throughout the years?
Go straight where he don't want me doing nothing dirty, nothing, man. Hell no, man, dude. You too smart to be out here. You feel me? Make something happen with yourself. You too brilliant to be doing anything, do this, do that. I don't want you hanging with them type of people. You don't even look like you even fit with these type of guys. What is you doing? You feel me? Yeah, he be unwise though. He try to be a father from the cards that he's dealt with right now.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into some music. All right. This is gonna be a decent conversation because I gotta ask a lot of questions. Want to get out because I listen to some of your interviews and you can talk. So I like artists that know how to talk.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And introducing you to my audience, I want them to get, you know what I'm saying, know you.
For sure.
Then when you got somebody like Ticket, you know what I'm saying,
Big
vouching
T.
for you.
Big
Co-sign.
It's like a Kobe and Shaq combo right here.
Yeah,
True.
for sure. Everybody say that shit though. Or
Yeah,
like
man.
what's
You look like Kobe though. That's what's crazy.
that's
Shaq
crazy.
and Penny.
Oh, fuck, that's crazy. For
And you
real.
had on that jersey, that Hardaway jersey.
So
Hey, hold on. I'm one of the only niggas that bring the projects out like that. I don't think you saw
Oh
that.
yeah, the video shoot we
Hey,
just
hey,
did yesterday.
okay.
Day
So
before yesterday.
speak on that.
History books, you know what I'm talking about? I went
Speak
down to
on
history, man. What?
No,
Hey,
no,
I ain't
no.
gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If we
No,
would have went
trenches.
live, you know how like when Lamar and them just had that party and all them people, and then after that, she talking about some phase 3 because of that. We would have went live where I was just at, boy.
Yeah, we ain't go live.
Look, if motherfucker would have went live, boy, I would have been on the news.
What, you was in the dip one?
Yeah.
So you still, you know what I'm saying, got the love out there.
Man, look, man.
Man, it was all
I ain't gonna say too
love.
much, you know what I'm saying? On top.
Man, it's all
On top, man. On top.
Shit,
But
I was
no,
out
look
there.
though, I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, man, hey. I wish I'd have been, you know, I could have had you slide, had you get a little.
The video coming soon though.
Yeah, for
Man,
sure.
they gonna see it.
I would love to see that though.
It's called Go Play 2.
No, one of his beats.
Yeah,
I've
another
been
meal
going crazy
ticket
on his
production.
beats.
Why you think that's so much important to still have a relationship with your hood like that?
I mean, man, look, man. Don't get me wrong, I know situations happen. And with a lot of situations, when certain artists are into with their hood, people gonna look at it like the artist a fuck nigga, right? Because he's prevailing. But I also understand logically that it's not always the artist's fault. Sometimes it don't work because the artist trying to grow and the people from the neighborhood not knowing you trying to bring me down by having me do, you know? Right. So I wouldn't say that just because the artist not in tune with his hood that he not righteous or whatever, right? But it is good to have those relationships because it's like having your roots still with you. You feel what I'm saying? You still got people that you can listen to and tell you when you tweaking, or they got real love for you, can guide you a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Or just seeing something that you're not seeing, because you in the shoes, so you're not seeing everything. You feel what I'm saying? But if you from a neighborhood and they got genuine love for you, they probably see something for you. You know, all type of stuff. It's just good to have those people that really know you still in your life. You feel what I'm saying? It's always good for that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never good to just say F them. Even if you do get in a situation. As an artist, as the artist, you in a better position, so you should always be the bigger person. So at least try to work it out. Now, if it don't work out, if it get too far, then hey, you gotta protect yourself.
And I look at it as like, man, as an artist though too, like, man, you always gotta come back home to home base, show some love. You know what I'm saying? The way it start from.
For sure. But I had to clarify that though, because I don't want people to think, oh, if you ain't in tune with your neighborhood, that artist always a fuck nigga. No, that's not. You gotta understand, situations happen. You never know what be going on to the point where he probably not even safe. You feel what I'm saying? He trying to prove to you that he a real individual and going back to his neighborhood, and then they get him knocked off. You know what I'm saying? So you never really know though. That's why you see me when I say, when you ask about certain stuff and I don't know, I don't speak on it, because you would never know, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's valid. I respect people that don't just run their mouth on nothing they don't know too much about. You know what I mean? So I respect that. That's a stand-up trait. This gonna kind of relate to, you know what I'm saying, having the hood behind you, stuff like that. On the 6 for 6 track, I know the song that you like, yo, free Lil Les. You shouted out Lil Les. Now, for the people that don't know what who Lil Les is,
I'll tell them.
man, you got to give them the rundown of Lil Les.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you this. This reckless state of mind, this drill, your research, that's dude all the way. That was dude all the way. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking nothing from nobody. I'm not taking nothing from nobody that feel like they started that culture. I'm not taking nobody from that actually put in work. But we all know we gonna call a spade a spade. Before he went to jail, this was his city. This was his city. Can't nobody, how you gonna do it? How you gonna talk about it? This was his city. He just didn't have YouTube. He got locked up right before YouTube popped. Period. Point blank, period. Anybody that was out here, come on, man. If you want, all right, this is how you can prove it, right? You would say, all right, what area was popping before the internet, or what area was popping? What was a popping space? Like how Atlanta got Cascades, we got the Ring. And who had the ring? That's all I gotta say. Dude, it's his city, bro. And it's not even just from me being, I'm a real individual, bro. It's not even for me knowing him, which I'm glad that I have a relationship with him, you feel me? But that's
Hey,
facts,
we
bro.
did have Route 66 though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying everybody had their times. I'm not saying look, I'm not saying nobody had their areas or nobody had their times, because of course he didn't have all the time. You feel me? He had his little selected time. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But while he was out, dude had to, dude did what he did, bro. And can't nobody take that from him. And no rapper. And I did that on purpose because I didn't say that when I originally wrote that rap. I didn't say that. I said something totally different. But I made sure I put that because, and I'm glad it's been on the radio, and it's surprising. Let me say,
man, shouts out to Mal High, shouts out to WGCI, shouts out to Mustafa Rock, shouts out to Power 92, because they definitely been rocking with us though.
But to continue the conversation, it was like, I ain't seen no artist pay no respect to it. And I don't care what's going on in the streets. Come on, man. Like, just like I'm logically, and I say you ask me about another artist, whether I got a problem with it or not, you would never know on camera. If it's real, it's real. I ain't seen no artist do that for him, and he actually put in a lot of groundwork. So
why do you think people don't know the history behind Lil Les and the whole Pocket Town movement?
Because it wasn't no cameras. We wasn't using cameras at the time. You feel me? It wasn't like a See, today it's more so.
A lot of the stuff stayed in the streets.
Yeah. It wasn't camera based. See,
Internet fucked a lot up.
A lot of what's going on. A nigga can woof so much on the internet, and the real portray him as he the biggest monster. But in the city, we know he ain't even like that. You feel what I'm saying? So people today can blow quicker than what they had to go through. They really was selling CDs. You feel what I'm saying? They was really like, it was really word of mouth for him. He was really crossing the city word of mouth from whether it was his personality or his music. So yeah.
I remember Lil Les, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was like, cause you was a shorty around that whole era. Like, what was probably one of your craziest memories?
Damn. Alright. Damn, I don't even know if I can even answer that, to be honest. But I would say I had a lot of them. I had a lot around dude, man. But what I could say is, man, dude got blamed for a lot, and he wasn't this old reckless ass dude as people thought. It was just, if you on his good side, you on his good side. I love. You on his bad side, shit, he gonna protect his.
That's valid. Y'all still talk to this day?
Yeah, I don't talk to him like it's frequent. I talk to my old man though, but he called me here, and I'm one of the good guys, so he'll call me here and there just to check and see if I'm still level headed, and he know what I'm doing right now today. So it's like, he make sure he check in when he do call. But yeah, all the time though, I talk to him at least once a couple of months.
So what's been like one of the most standout conversations you had with him since he been locked up?
To be honest, we ain't really had no real conversations outside of like people stuff I can't speak on. I don't really be on the phone with him too long. Get really just be, how you doing, bro? How you doing? What you got going on? What you doing? Cause I'm moving a lot too. Say, all right, if I can send you a couple $1 right now, bro, I will. You feel me? It really just be stuff like that, or just to say I love you. But other than that, we ain't really got to have really too much of like, I made these mistakes, little bro, so you don't make these. He said it, but we never really broke no real. We be moving. It's like, how you doing, bro?
Nah, okay. You just said a lot there without even saying nothing. So
yeah,
I'll tell you
sure.
like that. I wanted to, and you don't really got to speak on this if you don't want to. But with so much of the violence going on in the city, I know you had a younger sibling that was, you know what I'm saying, killed by gun violence in the city.
For sure.
Like how I'm not even gonna ask you how did that make you feel, because I know I can just imagine how that make somebody feel.
For sure. You can ask your question, bro.
But I just want to frame it the right way, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to be insensitive when you talk about certain topics. You know?
For sure.
But as a rapper, as a person that's coming from that life, and then you have you have lost a younger sibling to the streets. With all this going on right now, how do you view it? Like, with all these kids getting killed in Chicago, how do you view it?
Man, it's sad, bro. It's sad because like most just see the storyline of it, and they just see the age of it in the face, and they're like, damn, that's sad. But you're not seeing that day to day what that family really feeling. what they going through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't seeing with the close sibling, the guy or whatever close guy, male figure to her around age range, having to deal with, cause having to see mama crying, breaking down. You feel me? Having to see this or that. You feel me? Have to actually deal with his own emotions and having to trying to block his emotions out because So it's like. It's all different aspects and adversity that come with that, but it's really sad because it's like the sad part about it is I've seen it a little bit, but generations under me never seen it. They just heard about it. We heard about this so-called structure that was in the city that if certain things happen, that certain individuals, neighborhood guys that was outside would put an end to it or stand up against it. Now niggas just mind their business. So it's like a nigga can do whatever they want to do. You feel me? And it makes it worse because that's the outcome of it. A lot of you niggas don't even know how to shoot. You feel me? Niggas just really just getting guns and just letting them off and keep it going. They hear about it, oh, all right, whatever, shit, I ain't finna tell on myself. You feel me? I ain't finna, you feel me? Shit, fuck it, shit, they shouldn't have been out there. I hear it all the time. And it's fucked up. The reality of it is real fucked up. And ain't nobody standing up against it. That's what's sad about it. So that's what make it happen again, because it's now somebody else that's in their feelings, don't even know how to fucking shoot, want to go, and now he probably don't even give a fuck if he hit somebody. You feel me? So me, to answer your question, just to hear these stories, it just be like, it's me sitting in that chair like, damn, that's fucked up, bro. This shit steady happening. It make me angry sometimes. It be like, it's all type of different emotions. You feel me? But on the majority scales, like it's fucked up because I know like the ins and outs of it, not just about, oh, it's a girl that got hit. I understand probably how the situation even happened. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Does it ever, do you ever feel like you need, like, ever go talk to somebody to like get over that situation?
I talk to that motherfucker that's in your hand. I talk to the mic. For sure. I'm not even a people's person. I don't really like people for real. But I feel so relieved behind that mic, bro. For real, that mic is my therapy. Seriously. Therapy session, that's what I call it.
Were you real close with your sister?
Yeah. Like prior years before she died, like probably like 6 years before she died. At first I didn't really even know her, to be honest. But
I know how that go.
Yeah, but years before she died and shit. But it was weird because it's like once I did, she was one of them on my ass. She younger than me, right? But she'll catch the bus. I'm in my neighborhood. She on a whole different side of town. She'll catch the bus and just get on my ass just to be around her big brother. Like, you feel me? What you doing? You dodging me? Like, she's one of them little sisters that like stay on your ass. So it was like it was love shown every time we spoke or talked or seen each other. So it was like at a point in time, I felt like I was neglecting her when it first happened. I'm like, damn, bro, if I wasn't neglecting, you feel what I'm saying? It's my baby sister. I feel like even though it wasn't that, I'm just a youngin' that just running around moving fast. It wasn't that, but at the time I felt that way. So, but yeah, though. But I know how to deal with it now. You feel me? It's been years. I have my days. I'm human, but I ain't got soft skin. So.
Do you feel like that had any type of correlation to why you started running wild when you was a teenager?
I was already running wild before she died. I was running around, and I was already doing. I was in it for a couple years. You gotta understand, Les went to jail at 2010. She died at 14. So if I was under him, I'd have seen,
So you was young in it, okay. Well, this was a young Indian Martin, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so we're gonna say some prayers for her and y'all family, man. That's a sad story. We're gonna say prayers for all yesterday's young babies in Chicago that's getting killed. I wanna I feel like we talked about a lot. Ticket. Chicago right now. Off camera, we was in the green room. We was having a conversation about the market and what's going on, artists to blow. What do you think is holding Chicago from blowing right now? From like not even blowing, but like getting more respected mainstream.
Man, it's about like how they put their groundwork in. Like a lot of people want something for nothing. And like you gotta grind with this shit. You gotta be seen. You gotta show your face. You gotta network with people. You gotta get in these rooms. You gotta, man, go to seminars. But right now, since the COVID stuff going on, it's all kind of like Zoom stuff going on to get in tune with. But that just goes off to like, there's not really nobody in our city that's that be like trying to show people the way or help people. So that lead people just to blow money on doing stuff, like spending all this money and just be like, man, I done did this, man. Look, what should I do? Like, man, ain't nobody showing nobody the way to go with this stuff. And so, I don't know, bro. Like, me, myself, like, man, I feel like, man, I got my own way of doing things and my own formula of, you know what I'm saying, trying to accomplish stuff. And I say that because, like, man, it's a lot of things that you got to do, like, though, behind the scenes as far as your image, marketing, and networking. And if you attacking all three, you can't lose. Like, man, they gonna see you, they gonna hear you. I don't know if that made sense though.
No, it made sense. I mean, nothing anybody says to me don't make sense. You pick up something from everything, you know. I do want to about you being one of the I want to say goalkeepers in the city, having resources and putting people on. Do you feel that the death of Juice WRLD pushed us back?
No. Why you say that?
I mean, I'm asking that because when you have an artist like that broke through, like, to be honest, outside of Chance, we haven't had an artist to cross over pop in so long.
You right.
And for an artist like that to break through and we finally get going, it's like he gone, you know.
Damn, he was only 21.
Yeah.
I get what you trying to
like. Like, do you think that's like pushed, like, made labels and stuff look like, you know what, Chicago just it's not that.
Yeah, it's too messy. You got when you get.
Yeah, they may make it hard. You know what I'm saying? The way they view our city.
Because prior to that, I was in a few conversations with a lot of labels and Zach, and they was feeling some type of way when Zach TV got killed. God rest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They just felt like we didn't know how to control our business.
Yeah.
Sad truth.
That's why, man, I feel like when
Sad
people
truth.
move, they get on quicker.
Nah, but look though, the part of the bag, sad truth. It's kind of true though. Sad that I just said that on camera, but I'm gonna keep it funky though, cause it boils down to, see, look, it boils down to what's being presented, right? Mm-hmm. Every time you look on the news, this, that. Even though in Chicago it's more than just that going on, but if you flirted with Juice WRLD, that's a totally different face. And then the story, the perception of however, you know, it's like, I can see that because they wasn't really too open with us. They ain't really have too many pipelines that will come directly from them to us. You feel what I'm saying? It barely was out here, period. Like, you ain't, like, a regular artist ain't really coming across no public relations or no A&Rs. They ain't coming across it unless they didn't got in the room with somebody from the streets and they didn't work with them for a period amount of time and let them in that room. It ain't like they actually can, you know. So with that happening, I can see them falling back. I can that conversation you had, I would believe that totally, because it's like Juice WRLD's a totally different face. How in the heck did he even get into a situation where the Feds is around? You feel what I'm saying? Not even knowing the story inside of it, it's still just on the looking outside of it. It's like, yeah, Chicago. Oh, wash my hands with those fuckers. You feel me? Sad to say though, I can see that, bro. That's we being logical though. You know what I'm saying? Not with no feelings. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. You feel me? But logically, I can see that. Like, oh no, you feel me? I can see that, bro.
So and for the disclosure for the people watching, this is all hypothetically speaking. We don't know. We not speaking on nobody's situation. We don't know details. People like to troll in the comments and make stuff bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
And I respect the fact that you did that on camera too, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Another thing we talk about specific artists and how they got the streets and how people love them in the streets. and that artist we was talking about was Durk. How Durk is like he got it. I wanted to speak on an artist that you work closely with, and that's personally to me, I feel like it's the MVP of Chicago, and that's Herb. What do you think it's gonna take for Herb to cross over to that next level?
Man, a few more songs though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a song or two he got in the chamber already. Like I feel like he there, like, you know what I'm saying, that the record with him and Chance that went gold with him and Chance and Juice WRLD.
PTSD joint.
Yeah, that done went gold, you know what I'm saying? So that's a little step, you know what I'm saying, though higher than he done been having. Yeah. So like I feel like he on his way though.
Why you think it's like he got to jump through so many hurdles to get there?
Man, look at where he from though. Look at what we just talked about. Like, it's different. Like, see, with Juice WRLD, right? Hey, you didn't have like them saying that him and this gang was on the east side of Chicago. They was doing this. Man, hey, you had like academics describing everybody that was popular from the hoods of here with their names, telling on the internet, oh, this going on in Chirac, this going on. So that's why people look at it, you know what I'm saying, though, our artists is the way they look at them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, like the Durk, Herb, Team 600, Mouse, and Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying, though, you had the academic always giving up like little updates to them and what was going on here. So then like the Juice WRLD side, you know what I'm saying, like you ain't got them doing that about his background. Mm-hmm. Like see, her got a background that's from the streets, right or wrong. So they gonna look at that though different.
Oh no.
So basically, everything you just said was facts. So basically, what we need to do for Chicago, we need to we got to cancel academics because he basically held us back.
And everybody know that.
And change the narrative of the artist. Like how you doing respectfully. You feel you let the artist give him leeway, but you ain't gonna, right. Like the narrative of the artist. Like if it's gonna have some negative to it, have some realistic negative to it. It's like it's something that in black and white that you can't deny that they did. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Instead of how he tried to put the monster on everything. That's what made things worse because they they put the monster on everything. He was like, it's like, come on, bro.
Chirac has these baby demons.
You feel me? Like they made us like we just.
He called Lil Reese the Grand Reaper.
And the
so
worst.
He named him that?
Yeah, the Grand Reaper Chirac.
Yeah, ain't nobody, they put the monster on everything. And then after so many years, once you put a certain status on something, people gonna go out to live up to it. So now you create little baby monsters for real, like niggas that don't give a fuck now. They want that now because it's like when they was a kid before they was in the streets, they thought that this person was that. So now he chasing what he wanted, what he saw, what he thought was that, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they put the narrative of this, that, and the third.
Like we're saying, Dave, man, we know who it is. Academics, man.
Him and more though. I don't think it was just him. I don't think it was just him, bro.
Who else did it, man? We gotta call him out.
Shit. I don't remember off top.
You gotta start calling him. So he named this man the Grand Reaper. I did not know that.
You slap his motherfucking slap. No, he got tight security.
He's like, yo, the baby demons of Chirac.
Hey, he got Tekashi 69 security. I don't know.
Yeah, he do.
That's crazy. Wow. Damn, active. That's bogus like that. Alright, so man, this has been a good conversation, man. Hotboi, I see a lot coming from you, man. Good energy, good stand-up dude. Every interview I seen you so far, it's like you there. You know what I mean?
Shawty he active, man.
I like the energy I'm getting, man.
I appreciate that.
I like to leave every first time I talk to anybody, I lead with this question. I end with this question. At 5 years, what do you see yourself?
The pace I'm going on, I see myself as an artist, not just an artist, as like a public figure, so-called activist in a way that Chicago could be proud of. You feel me? Like I don't have this persona. I don't have this artist image. You gonna get me. I don't care who you is, wherever I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? Not to say other artists not that, but that is my persona. I want
Right.
you to know I have this side of me. I'm doing that early. I'm doing love songs early. I can actually rap and talk about deep stuff, you feel me? I'm gonna get in the interview and have an intelligent conversation with you. So you would think that you know me as a whole, right? So why I say that is I'm coming in the game and I'm gonna speak on what people might not want to speak on till later on because they don't want to jeopardize their situation. But that's me. That's just me as a person, you feel what I'm saying? So in 5 years, I just feel like, if I keep progressing, that Chicago gonna appreciate it. Like how you appreciate her, you feel me? I feel like he tried to go in that way. He probably had certain obstacles that blocked him from going into when he needed to. But you feel me? That's a similar route I'm going though. I just want them to appreciate the music, of course, but appreciate that I'm standing up for us.